KETV Investigates is getting to the bottom of the breakdown in communication over the use of shock gloves in Omaha Public Schools. Good evening, I'm Bill Shammer.
I'm Julie Cornell. Omaha Public Schools Superintendent says leadership and the board should have been made aware, but Omaha police say they did communicate with district leadership.
KETV NewsWatch 7's Waverly Monroe obtained emails confirming OPD did communicate with the head of the OPS School Safety Office. And as she's learned, that communication started years ago. Waverly?
Bill and Julie, the email chain starts January 24th, 2023, where an OPD lieutenant introduces the shock gloves, then an idea, to Millard, Elkhorn, and Westside school districts. The OPS school safety supervisor was also listed on the email chain, with the first line saying the supervisor, quote, is already aware as the SROs at Bryan Middle and High School already have these gloves. Now, I sat down exclusively with Omaha Police Chief Todd Schmatter, who says he's going to defend his officers and this SRO program.
Getting to the bottom of the lack of communication over the shock gloves.
The communication breakdown was not on the end of the Omaha Police Department, and I don't think that has been fully fleshed out, and I'm a little disappointed in that.
If something is added to a police officer's belt or tools, ideally it should be communicated to central offices at the TAC building and involve the superintendent of the Omaha Public Schools.
More than once, Superintendent Matthew Ray has said he was not notified of the shock gloves, but another department head was.
I think that's a very salient piece to the decision makers on this front. They should have just come right out and said that, rather than leave the aura that somehow we hit everybody with an ice cold bucket of water, which we did not.
KETV Investigates was able to obtain email records confirming that an Omaha lieutenant emailed Millard, Westside, Elkhorn, and Omaha Public Schools about the gloves. In the emails we have, Millard and OPS responded. Millard's director of student services questions how to navigate the gloves with schools' quote, corporal punishment policies. The OPD lieutenant responds, citing an OPD policy section that permits the use of shock gloves and acknowledges they could quote, potentially result in not having to resort to a taser baton strikes. The school safety supervisor for OPS responded, writing in part, quote, as a district, we looked at it from the standpoint of this being a tool that PD determines is necessary for their law enforcement work. This is despite the top administrator saying he didn't know these gloves were at work.
It sure did identify that there's some gaps in information that has flown through the organization or through the system.
Ray says an SRO's primary contact is with the school principal, and communication doesn't necessarily have to go up the ladder.
We'll definitely have to review as a system where we fell short.
Now Omaha police are navigating their relationship with the district.
And quite frankly, Waverly, they do not feel supported by OPS. And the mayor and I want that to change.
And are you frustrated in that?
We are frustrated in that because this is a vilification that was unnecessary and undeserving, and up to this point has not been corrected.
And we know that there are two incidents from last year where SROs used shock gloves. One was at Omaha South High School. That information is not public because the person was released. However, the other incident happened at OPS's Integrated Learning Center off 25th and Meredith Ave. Now, it describes a student becoming angry, throwing a chair at an SRO, and then punching them in the head. The report says the SRO utilized shock glove and gave the multiple commands for the student to stop fighting, which he didn't comply. It details the glove being used first for about a second, then again for 2 to 3 seconds before the student put his hands behind his back. There were no reported injuries. Back to you.